Okay, today's video I wanted to talk about my March goals. So first I wanted to recap on the goals I did for February and January. So February, I was trying to focus on my prayers, and I felt like having a goal did help. It helped me be more aware of trying to make them better. But the thing that I really loved that I did in February was I challenged myself to read a specific conference talk. And normally with conference talks, I listen to them on my walks, and so I don't normally get into them, which I want to change. Like, it was really cool being able to study a conference talk, and I really enjoyed it. And especially, getting, now that we're almost to the next conference, I'm excited to. I've listened to them several times, so now it's a good idea to switch to studying them. So that is something that I want to do going forward. I was really excited about that. And then my January goals, I is still making these videos. And one thing that was really interesting that I was excited about was I had to give a talk on Sunday, kind of last minute. Well, it was very last minute. And I was so, it wasn't as stressful as I think it probably would have been, because I've been doing these videos. I really do think it helped me. I still planned out my talk, but I did have to do some thinking on my feet, and I feel like it wasn't as hard because I've been doing this. So this is actually really helping me. I was glad for that. And then I still want to work on having an appointment with the Lord every morning. And now it's daylight saving, so it's going to be even harder, but it is something that I feel like is really important, and I'm going to keep trying on it. Okay, so my goals for this month. And I pull all of these goals from my New Year's resolutions that I made at the beginning of the year. I have loved doing this. It has been awesome. I did it last year too. I usually only end up doing the first few months of the year or whatever, because, when summer comes, it's just kind of crazy. But it really helps me, I feel like, to just have some things to focus on. And especially at the beginning of the year, you kind of make a whole list of things that you're like, man, it'd be really good if I could get some of these things in and work on them this year. And so then instead of it being overwhelming, you have this huge program you need to start at the beginning of the year, it's I know I'm going to work on this every month, and I'm going to reevaluate every month and just kind of see what things have worked, what kinds of things I would like to focus on. And it keeps you from being bored with the goals that you have, because well, this month's going to end and I can focus on something different next month. So these are the goals I have for this month. So my first one is to have chores for my kids. And this already has been working. We've been working on this. I've been giving my kids nights to do the dishes, specifically making them clean their bathrooms once a week. And I guess part of the reason I realized I haven't been able to do this in the past is partly because our house has been so ripped up, and so having an actual kitchen makes it a lot easier to be okay, you need to load the dishwasher and clean off the tables and whatever else. And the other thing that has made a huge difference is that I have been more on top of things, because now that all my kids are in school, I feel like the house generally stays clean. Whereas before, it was I just wasn't on top of the house. And so sometimes asking a kid to do something was a monumental task. So those two things have really helped. And so I feel like this is something that, since I'm making it a goal this month, it's going to happen. I'm really excited about it. Another one that I'm really excited about is spending one-on-one time with my kids. So last month I ended up taking my son Frank to lunch on a Saturday, and it was so fun. Just having him chatter with me and just talk to me, and I don't know, I just really enjoyed it, and I just thought, I want to make sure that I do this. And of course the kids really look forward to it, right? Because they get to go out to eat and get some attention, and they feel kind of special because it's something that all the other kids don't get to do. So that's something I would like to continue and try and spend some one-on-one time with each of my kids this month. Another one of my goals is to make some unique desserts. So we have Cookie Friday. So every Friday I make chocolate chip cookies, and I've been doing that for at least a decade, maybe more. And one of my kids came to me the other day and was like, Mom, I'm getting kind of sick of chocolate chip cookies, which feels blasphemous because chocolate chip cookies are the best invention ever made. Like, I love making unique desserts and different desserts. And so, you know, I kind of just thought, well, this will be a good goal for this month to just try out some different things and, you know, just kind of spice things up a little bit and make some of those desserts that I really like that we just never get around to making. Another one I want to try to get to this month is what Elder Kieran was talking about making the sacrament more joyful. And one of the ways he said you could do that is to reflect on how the Lord has relentlessly pursued you. And so I wanted to try and make that a practice, a daily practice, maybe in the evening or in the morning, just try and reflect on some of those things where I've seen the Lord really helping me each day. And then my last one is ministering. So when I put ministering as one of my goals, I'm more likely to be more formally minister to my sisters. And so I know in January I had it on my list, and so I did go specifically to somebody's house and talk with them. And so I feel like if I put it on my list, then I'm more likely to like go out of my way to make it happen, rather than just trying to count stuff that just happened to happen that month, you know. So those are my goals for this month. I'm really excited about them. I'd love to hear if you guys are working on stuff, what kind of stuff you think is worth making a goal about. So yeah, that's all I got.